Unit 3 Real World Interfacing with ARM7 based microcontroller Part 5. So first we will see the introduction related to timer. So timer is a specific type of clock which is used to measure the time intervals. It provides or measures the time interval by counting the input clock. Every timer needs a clock to work. We can provide or measure any time interval if we know the time of one clock period. So for example, let us say we have 1 kilohertz input clock frequency for the timer unit. Then we can calculate the time of one clock period as time of one clock period is 1 by clock frequency. So it is equal to 1 by 1000, it is 1 millisecond. That is 1000 clock counts provide a time interval of 1 second, and hence we can provide 1 second delay with this 1000 clock count. Now once we have the time period of 1 clock, we can use this time period to generate a delays that are integer multiples of it. We can also use the time period to measure the time interval between the specific event of received signal. Also, counter is a unit which is similar to the timer but works in reverse manner to the timer. It counts the external event, or we can say the external clock ticks. It mostly used to measure the frequency from the count of clock ticks. For example, let us say counter is measuring count of external clock ticks, and frequently its count reaches the 2000 in 1 second, that is 2000 clock ticks per second. So we can calculate the external clock frequency as external clock frequency equal to counts of clock per 1 second. So it is 2k. Hence we can measure such external clock or event frequencies using counter also. Now there are some features. Now LPC2148 has 32-bit timer or counter. So timer 0, counter 0, and timer 1, counter 1. LPC2148 timer has the input of peripheral clock, that is PCLK, or an external clock. It counts the clock from either of these clock sources for its operation. LPC2148 timer or counter can generate an interrupt signal at specified time value. LPC2148 has a match register that contains a count value which is continuously compared with the value of the timer register. When the value in the timer register matches the value in the match register, the specific action, that is time reset or timer stop or generate an interrupt, is taken. Also, the LPC2148 has a capture register which can be used to capture the timer value on a specific external event or the capture pin. So the timer, let us see the different timer 0 registers in short. So timer 0 register is timer 0 interrupt register. It is a 8-bit read write register. It consists of 4 bits for the match register interrupt and 4 bits for the compare register interrupt. the interrupt is generated, then the corresponding bit in this register will be high, otherwise it will be low. Now writing 1 to any bit of this register will reset the interrupt, and writing 0 has a no effect. Next is timer 0 timer control register, T0 TCR, that is timer 0 timer control register. It is an 8-bit read write register. It is used to control the operation of the timer counter. Now bit 0, bit 0 counter enable. So 0 is counters are disabled, and 1 timer counter and pre-scale counter are enabled for counting. Now bit 1 counter reset. If it is 0, then counter not reset, and if it is 1, then timer counter and prescale counter are synchronously reset on next positive edge of PCLK. Now timer 0 counter control register, it is also 8-bit read write register. It is used to select between the timer counter mode. When in counter mode, it is used to select the pin and edges for counting. Timer 0 timer counter, it is a 32-bit timer counter. It is incremented when the prescale counter, that is PC, reaches its maximum value and held by the prescale register. We will see these registers after in the next 2 slides. So LPC 2148 timer working operation. The timer or counter is designed to count the cycles of the peripheral clock, that is PCLK, or externally supplied clock, and it can optionally generate interrupts or perform other actions at specified timer values based on 4 match registers. The heart of the timer of the LPC 2148 microcontroller is 32-bit free running counter, which is designed to count cycles of the peripheral clock or an external clock. This counter is programmable with 32-bit prescaler. Now, here the diagram shows the tick rate of the timer counter is controlled by 32-bit number written in the prescaler register. The tick rate of the timer counter is controlled by 32-bit number written in the prescale register in the following way. There is a prescale counter, that is PC, which increments on each tick of the PCLK. When it reaches the value in the prescale register, the timer counter is incremented and the prescaler count is reset on the next PCLK. This causes the timer counters to increment on every PCLK when PR is 0 and every 2 PCLKs when PR is 1, etc. Now, how timer in ARM7 controller works. Like other microcontroller, the ARM controller count the clock pulses in their timer operation, but in compiled way. Generally, the clock fed to the controller is called the processor clock. At the rate at the rate which processor works, and for the peripheral we can split the value into divisions by using VPB DIV register to fit our requirements. By default, peripheral clock is equal to PCLK by 4 and the same division is used in our code. Initially, the value in the T0 PC increases with every incoming pulse and can attain a maximum limit up to the value stored in the T0 PR register. Once the T0 PC register reaches the maximum value, it gives rise to an increment of the value in the T0 TC register. The value in the T0 MR0 and T0 TC register will be checked by the processor to detect any match between, and then finally interrupt or any operation will take place based on the T0 MCR register. Now, LPC2148 timer module. It has a 32-bit independent timers, that is timer 0 to timer 3. Each timer has a 32-bit prescaler to generate a wide range of the delays. Each timer has 4 match registers with which 4 different delays can be generated using a single timer. Now, the table shows the register associated with LPC2148 timer module. Here we will concentrate only on the timer module. So, the first register is IR. IR means so first register is IR, that is interrupt register. The IR can be read to identify which of 4 in that 4 match and 2 capture register possible interrupt sources are pending. Writing logic 1 will clear the corresponding interrupt. Then next is TCR, the timer control register. The TCR is used to control the timer counter functions such as enable, disable or reset. Then TC is timer counter. The 32-bit timer counter is incremented every PR plus 1 cycle of the PCLK. The TC is controlled through the TCR. Next is PR, that is pre-scale register. This is used to specify the prescaler value for incrementing the TC. Then the PC, that is pre-scale counter. The 32-bit PC is counter which is incremented to the value stored in the PR. When the value in PR is reached, the TC is incremented. The CTCR, that is count control register. The CTCR selects between the timer and counter mode, and in counter mode it selects the signal and the edges for the counting. CTCR is not mentioned in this table. Then the next is MR0, MR3, that is match register. The match register values are continuously compared to the timer counter values when the two values are equal, and the actions will be triggered automatically. The action possibilities are to generate an interrupt, reset the timer counter or stop the timers. Actions are controlled by the setting in the MCR register. Then the next is MCR, that is match control register. MR means match register and MCR means match control register. Now the MCR is used to control the resetting of TC and generating of the interrupt whenever a match occurs. Then the next is CR0, which is not mentioned in this table. CR0 to CR4. These are the capture registers. Now TC value is loaded to this capture register when there is an event on the semaphore 0 to 4. Then the next is capture control register, that is CCR. The CCR controls with edges of the capture input are used to load the capture register and whether or not an interrupt is generated when a capture takes place. Now before going to the prescale register or prescaler calculation, we will see with the interrupt register, that is IR. So interrupt register consists of a flag bits for the match interrupt and the capture interrupt. It contains a 4 bits each for match and capture interrupts. Bit 0 to bit 3 in the IR register, that is interrupt register, are for match register interrupts, that is bit 0 for MR0 interrupt, bit 1 for MR1 interrupt, etc. Bits 4 to 7 are for the capture register interrupt, bit 4 for CR0 interrupt and bit 5 for CR1 interrupt, etc. If an interrupt is triggered, then the corresponding bit in the IR register is set to 1. Manually writing a logic 1 on the bit of the IR register will reset the interrupt. Writing 0 has no effect. Then timer control register, that is TCR, it is used to control the function of the timer or counter. It is used to enable or disable or reset the timer counter. The timer counter register is used to control the function of the timer or counter. It is also used to enable or disable or reset the timer counter. When the first bit TCR of 0 is 0, then timer counter and prescale counter are disabled. When the first bit is 1, then the then the counters are enabled. When the second bit TCR is 1, then TCR1 is 1, then both the counters, timer counter and prescale counter, are reset on the next positive edge of the peripheral clock. They remain reset until the second bit is set to 0. Then next is count control register, that is CTCR. The count control register is used to set either the timer mode or the counter mode. If counter mode is selected, then counter pin and the edges, that is rising, falling or both, can be selected using CTCR. In this tutorial, next is timer counter register, that is TC. The value in the timer counter register is incremented when the value PC reaches its terminal value as set by the PR register. If the PC is reset before reaching its maximum value, then the TC, that is the timer counter, will count to the maximum possible value, that is 0xFFFFFFFF, since it is 32-bit register, and it resets back to 0x00000000. This event does not cause an interrupt, but a match register can be used to detect an overflow if needed. Then the next is prescale register PR. It specifies the maximum value for the prescale counter. When prescale counter is equal to PR, the TC is incremented on the next clock and also PC is cleared. Then pre-scale counter register. The prescale counter increments on every peripheral clock to the value stored in the PR. When the value in the PC is equal to the value in PR, then PC is reset and TC is incremented by 1 on the next clock cycle. For example, if PR is equal to 2, then TC is incremented on every third cycle of the peripheral clock. So PC defines the resolution of the timer. Then match control register. It is used to control the actions to be performed when the value in the match register matches with the value in the timer counter. So bits 0 to 2 in MCR are used to control the actions for the MR0 register. Similarly, bits 3 to 5 for the MR1, bits 6 to 8 for MR2, 9 to 11 for MR3 respectively. So this all the registers, now we have discussed all these registers in brief. Then match register MR0, MR3, it continuously compared. Now to use the timers we need to first configure them. So following is the sequence for the setting of the timer. So first is set appropriate value in TX CTCR. Second is define the prescale value in TX PR. Third is set values in the match register if required. Fourth is set appropriate value in TX MCR if using match register or interrupt. Fifth is reset timer which resets the PR and TC. Sixth is set TC TX TCR to 0x01 to enable the timer when required, and 7 is the reset TX-TCR to 0x00 to disable the timer when required. So this is the steps for setting up the timer. Next is prescale register value or the prescaler calculation. Now the timer delay generated by the LPC depends on the input clock and the prescaler values. The required prescaler value can be determined by the clock, P clock, that is peripheral clock. The peripheral clock select 0 and select 1 register have the P clock into for information for all 4 timers. So timer 0, P clock select 0, for that bits are 3 to 2, P clock timer 0, so peripheral clock selection for timer 0. Second is timer 1, here also select 0 register, bits are 5, 4, then P clock timer 1, the peripheral clock selection for timer 1. Next is timer 2, P clock select 1, 13, 12, 13, 12 and 13 bits, timer 2, peripheral clock selection for timer 2. Next is timer 3, P clock select 1, 15, 14, P clock timers, peripheral clock selection for timer 3. So timer are one of the important concept in microcontroller as it helps So timer are one of the important concept in microcontroller as it helps us to create the precise time delays for the specific application. The usage of the timer are inevitable in the menu of the embedded application which we use in our real life. So the timer has the timer counter and the prescale register associated with it. When timer is reset and enabled, TC is set. That is, timer counter is set to 0 and incremented by 1 every PR plus 1 clock cycle. When it reaches the maximum value, it gets reset to 0 and hence restart counting. Prescale register is used to define the resolution of the timer. If PR is 0, then TC is incremented by 1 clock cycle of the peripheral clock. If PR is 1, then TC is incremented every 2 clock cycle of the peripheral clock, and so on. By setting an appropriate value in PR, we can make the timer increment or count every peripheral clock cycle 1 microsecond or 1 millisecond or 1 second, and so on. So the match register can be used to stop the timer on the match, that is when the value in the count register is same as that of the match register, and the trigger on the optional interrupt. It is also used to reset the timer on match and trigger an optional interrupt. And it is also used to count continuously and trigger in an interrupt on match. Now there is some calculation related to the prescale register value calculation. So the delay or the time required for 1 clock cycle at x megahertz is delay is equal to 1 divided by x into 1000000 second. Hence in this case, when PR is 0, that is timer counter or TC increments at every PCLK, then the delay required for TC to increment by 1 is delay is equal to 0 plus 1 divided by 60 into (60 into 100,100,000 second). Similarly, when we set PR is 59999, the delay in this case will be delay is equal to 59999 plus 1 divided by 60 into 100,000 second. So delay is 1 millisecond. Hence the delay required for the TC to increment by 1 will be 1 millisecond. So we will consider one example where generate a precise 1 second of delay using timer 0. The timer uses the PCL, the peripheral clock, as a clock source. The peripheral clock has to initialized before using timer. So we have used the 12 MHz external clock to be tick at 60 MHz. So before we jump start on writing program, we have to understand the setting of timer register, or we can say the sequence of the operation. So we will be following it. So set up timer T0 into timer mode. T0 CR is equal to 0x0. Then second, set up prescale value in T0 PR. So in this case it is 4 times 9. Now reset timer by setting T0 TCR 0x02. Set up T0 TCR to 0x01 to enable the timer when needed. Then reset it to disable the timer when needed. So now the next is prescale count value calculation. We have already seen it. That is required time 1 second is 1 by 1000 millisecond. It is 0.001 second. So resolution is 1 millisecond. Now prescale count is 60 megahertz into required time delay minus 1. So 60 into 10 raised to 6 into required time delay is 0.001 minus 1. So it is 5 into 4 times 9. So the delay required for the TC to increment by 1 will be 1 millisecond. Now the next is the question, that is the write and C program to generate the delay of 100 milliseconds using timer of LPC 2148 with clock 20 megahertz and VPDIV 0x00. So solution for this is, what is given? Given is that the clock frequency, it is 20 megahertz. Delay required is also given. So step 1 is, if VPBDIV is 0x00, then PC clock is 1 by 4th of CCLK. So we can find the value of the P clock. So step 2 is delay generated by the TC when incremented by 1 count value is PR plus 1 by PCLK. Now if possible, then always try to bring the delay generated by TC is 1 millisecond. So assume here PR is 49999. So put the value in step 2. So delay generated is 49999 plus 1 divided by 5 into 10 raised to 6. 10 raised to 6 is frequency. 5 megahertz, we have calculated it. So it is 5 into 10 raised to 6. So delay generated by TC is 1 millisecond. Now next step is, in order to generate the delay of 100 millisecond, the TC must be incremented by 100. So we have to load the match register with the value of 100, that is MRX is 0. Now this is a program that first we T0 PR is 4999. So T0 PR is 4999. We have assumed it. Next is T0 MR is 1. T0 MR 0 is 100. Count in the match register. Next is T0 TC. So it is the initial value always starts with 0, so it is assigned to 0. Then start timer. Now wait till T0 TC value becomes equal to T0 MR, that is with match register. So T0 TCR is 0x2, and then the next is stop timer. Then the next question is, write an embedded C program to generate the delay of 1 second using timer LPC 2148 with PR is given here 10 and CCLK is 20 megahertz. So what is given? Given is that clock frequency is given 20 megahertz, PR is given, delay required is given. So if VP/div is 0, then we know that PCLK is 1/4 of the CCLK. So PCLK we get is 5 megahertz. Same step that of the previous problem. So delay generated by TC when incremented by 1 is PR plus 1 by PCLK clock. Now if possible, then try to bring the delay generated by TC is 1 millisecond, but in this case this PR is 10, which is given. So put this value in step 2. So delay generated is 10 plus 1 divided by PCLK is 5 megahertz. So 5 into 10 raised to 6. So we get 2.2 microsecond. Now to generate the delay of 1 second, the TC must be incremented by 454545. So we have to load the match register with the value, that is MRX is 454545. Or we can have another solution for this, as PCLK is it is, if VB/div is 0x, then PCLK is CCLK. So value for this is also 20 megahertz. So the delay generated is 10 plus 1 divided by 20 megahertz, 20 into 10 raised to 6. So it is 550 nanosecond. Or we can have this solution also. So the program for this is, first T0PR is 10, so PR is given, so it is 10. Then count in match register, it is 909090. Then initial value will always starts from 0, so it is reset to 0. Its value is 0. Then the next is start timer, so it is 0x01. Then wait till the T0 TC value becomes equal to match register. So last is stop timer. So this is all about the timer of LPC2148 to generate the delay. So the timer means exactly how it sounds. The timer and counter is important feature which allows us to provide the time variable to our microcontroller based project. So most of the microcontroller comes with inbuilt timer peripheral. The LPC2148 has two functionality identical general purpose timer, that is timer 0 and timer 1. Both these timers are 32-bit along with a 32-bit pre-scaler. Thank you.